Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or attention deficit disorder, is well known as a childhood condition, but you may not know that as many as 8 million adults are also diagnosed with ADHD or ADD.
You know, it's not unusual for a preschooler to sort of jump on their desk if they have a condition like this. Yeah. But with adults, the condition they tend to be restless, forgetful, disorganized, unable to focus or get projects completed. What are we doing right now?
I know, exactly. I think a lot of people in the news business are this way.
I think so. Maybe it's a prerequisite in some ways. And maybe it sounds like someone you know as well. Catherine Calloway reports that once properly diagnosed, ADHD is highly treatable.
Have you tried a trachea?
Noreen Harden runs a successful pet store in Wellesley, Massachusetts, but things haven't always been easy. About a year ago, Harden was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, a condition that likely began in childhood. In fact, her nickname was Pie.
Pie was a term of endearment. But every once in a while, you wished you weren't so flaky.
Dr. Theresa Cerulli treats adults with ADHD and says the condition affects men and women equally, runs in families, and is due to chemical imbalances in the brain.
If one's looking at the brain, what causes ADHD at that level is underactivity in the areas of the brain that help us with focus, concentration, filtering out distractions, background noises, staying on task, being organized and planning. That part of the brain, as a result of genetics in these folks, is underactive. It takes more to engage that part of the brain. It's like the electrical switches are all there but not turned on.
Symptoms of ADHD can include poor attention, restlessness, impulsivity.
As far as the impulsivity, that often can look at sometimes road rage. That might be part of that impulsivity. Impulsivity can be with spending. Often, again, managing finances can be tough. It's the thinking, doing it now, impulsively reacting now, not thinking about consequences.
Other symptoms: excessive procrastination, difficulty starting or completing projects, excessive forgetfulness, and disorganization.
Disorganized files, forgetfulness, piles of things I'll get to. I never wrote a list that I could remember where I put it, never mind address it. I just was forgetful.
But things began to change when Noreen met Nancy Rady, a life coach and author who teaches professionals with ADHD specific strategies such as time management.
You can change, and I think with a proper diagnosis and learning as much as what you can about ADD and how it affects you with the help of a coach and possibly a trial of medication, if that's what's right for you, and a healthy lifestyle, I would stress exercise. That can be life-changing.
Medications commonly used to treat ADHD include the stimulants Adderall, Ritalin, and Dexedrine and Concerta.
The reason that the stimulants help is that they're literally turning on the part of the brain that assists all of us in focusing, concentrating, following through, filtering out background noise, staying on task, organizing, managing time. There's part of the brain that does all that for us. And in folks with ADD, they're using other pathways to do those tasks that are less efficient. It would be like taking the back roads instead of the highway.
A non-stimulant drug called Strattera is also sometimes prescribed. Medication and coaching are helping Noreen Harden stay focused and build her business. She remembers her first day after getting help.
I heard the angels singing and harps blowing, and the clouds separated. There was a ray of sunshine on me, and I thought, wow. Thank you so much, Sarah.
For CNN, I'm Catherine Calloway.
If you or someone you know has ADD or ADHD, the first step, getting the right diagnosis. Board-certified psychologists, psychiatrists can fully evaluate you and recommend treatment.
For more information about ADHD, log on to chaddchad.org.